Good day, Pepper people. This is Red Griffin. Welcome to Grizzly Heat. Man, it's a great Saturday so far. It's even better because I got some pods I'm going to be sampling here. Give a little taste test. I got these from Chase Gustine from Colfax Pepper Patch. He sent me a whole box of them. I've got them in my Tupperware. I've been eating some in here and there, but I haven't done any videos reviewing them because I've just been busy, guys, trying to do stuff. You know, stuff breaking down in my car and stuff, trying to work on what I can and what I can't. You know, I have to pay somebody else to get it done, so it's been really busy, but it's Saturday. And I'm super excited about these two pods. I'll be sampling two different white pods. This is a white ghost, which is a pretty decent sized pepper. You guys can see that. Nice pod. And this one is a Fada's white. Yeah, yummy. Anyway, Chase sent me a whole box of peppers. Just a really nice guy. I really appreciate him sending me a box. You know, he sent me more than I really needed, but you know what? Some of them I've already had. That's why I'm not reviewing, but I figured I'd review these two because they're two white pods and see the difference between them two. I don't think I'll be eating the whole pod. We'll see. I'm just going to cut some slivers and try it. If it's not too hot, then I might. Still working on building my tolerance back up. It's really low, guys. Eating hot stuff, you know, but just not enough to get my tolerance up to where I'm just munching whole pods again. I'm just not. So, gonna be careful. Anyway, this white ghost has me intrigued because I ate that super ghost that came from Uncle Bull Cow, and it was way hotter than a normal ghost. So I'm super excited about this. I love ghost peppers. They're one of my favorites. They just have a growing burn. They have a great flavor. Some of the super hots get a little bitter. Yeah, definitely an acquired taste. So I really like Scotch bonnets. I like ghost peppers. I love habaneros. Habanero's probably one of the most versatile peppers. That won't burn your face off, but it still tastes amazing. It's probably one of the best tasting peppers. I love crosses with them. I got another pod that I think is crossed with a habanero, but I'm not sure. I'm going to find out about that before I do a video. It says guess that pepper, so that one I think, not sure. I'll pull it out later, sitting over there. But anyway, I'm going to dive into this. I think I'm going to try the ghost first, the white ghost. I'm just curious to see what kind of flavor we're looking at. Smells delicious. We shall see. Still really crunchy. Fridge smart Tupperware. You guys that buy pods. A little fruity, not floral at all. Got some good heat. That's a good taste right there. I believe this one's going to be chopped up. I'm putting a lasagna on the pellet grill, the Traeger, for supper. Then I'm going to chop this up and put it on top of my lasagna when I eat it. That's really good. Heat level on this, of course I just took a little sliver. For me it's probably about a 3 or 4, probably a 4. Like I said, my tolerance is pretty low. Normally a ghost pepper would be like a 1 or 2, but I'd say it's probably about a 4 right now. Maybe even a 5. Well, it's a ghost. Let's see if it grows. Yeah, I'm throwing a lasagna on the Traeger for supper, trying to keep the house cooler. It gets warm here in Vegas, even though today's a little cooler than normal for summertime. But it's easier to throw it on the grill. I'm going to cook up some chicken too. I'm going to make some chicken mole tomorrow. So I got actually have some green mole this time, which I don't think I've had green mole. Let me see. Gotta answer this, Lady Grizz. But anyway, yeah, green mole. Never had it before. I've had red mole. I've had brown mole. I've never had green, so I bought a jar of green mole. I'm gonna cook my chicken on the grill, and then throw it. Put it in the fridge. Reheat it tomorrow, so the grill will be heated up the same temperature as my as preheated for the lasagna, around the same temperature, 375 degrees. So that's what I cook the lasagna at. That's what the directions say. So I'll throw the chicken on there too, cook it up, have it barbecued, and then what I'm learning with mole is you pour it over your sauce. You can do it in a crock pot or something too, like cook your chicken, but I'm gonna grill mine up, and then tomorrow just reheat it, probably in the air fryer, reheat it, and then pour the mole sauce over it. That way it doesn't get like microwave. Microwave's great for certain things, but like if you reheat certain food, it just doesn't do good. It doesn't really do good with like keeping your skin crispy on your chicken. So I'm gonna debone the chicken thighs and throw them on the grill. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about this. So I really like this ghost pepper. It didn't really grow any more on me, so I'd probably say 4. It's a good estimate on that. Let's try this Fada's White. Again, these came from Chase Gustine from Colfax Pepper Patch. So try a little sliver of that one. Let's see. That one's not neutral at all. I mean, sorry guys. This one was fruity. This one's more neutral. When I say neutral, it just tastes like a pepper. Boy, she's blowing my phone up. So I turn it off. Still read it, but gotta answer. I'm gonna get in trouble. You guys know what that's all about. Wives are important. Family time's important. Anyway, back to this pepper. I've had a lot of peppers that taste very similar. That's kind of how this one is. I don't know if I could be blindfolded. That's why I say neutral. I don't think I could be blindfolded and know that this is what I was eating. This definitely has a ghost pepper flavor. I would say this one's heat-wise a little hotter than this one. Just a touch. Very similar peppers, especially in color. You'll notice this one, and I'll show it really close again, it's kind of waxy. This one's not. You guys can see. So a little different texture, definitely a different flavor. 2 unique pods. I really love this ghost though. I think this is one by my lasagna. This one's not bad, but I would just add it like if I wanted to add some heat. This one will have more flavor in it, my opinion, you guys. So take that with a grain of salt, because I always tell you that. I'll tell you what I like. It's my opinion. I'm never here to push my opinion. Somebody might like this one better than this one. My opinion, I like this one better than this one. So same with sauces. I review a lot of sauces. I've reviewed some and thought it was really good, and somebody said they didn't care for it, and I thought some that were like, yeah, they're decent but not great, and they said it was their favorite sauce. So it's all preference. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna wrap this up. I got some stuff to go do. I gotta debone that chicken, but still loving this. Thank you, Grizz Cubs. Father's Day present. Great Father's Day present. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you finished your week strong. The advice I'm going to give today is something that I had to preach to myself yesterday. My window broke. What happened is we were coming back from dinner. We actually all went out as a family, which we hadn't done that in a while. My father-in-law is on oxygen, so he doesn't get out that much. And Papa Grizz wanted he wanted a po' boy or some Cajun food. So we have a really good restaurant here called Lola's Louisiana Kitchen. Some of the things they make there are phenomenal. They have access to some stuff that I don't without spending an arm and a leg, like soft shell crabs. It's really hard for me to get good soft shell crabs. Even though you can freeze them, that's one of the things that you can do with soft shell crab. You can freeze it, but it's got to be cleaned, if you guys know anything about that. I used to eat a lot of blue crabs when I was in Louisiana, so I know what that's like. But even though he didn't order a po' boy, he ordered barbecue shrimp, which, if you're from Louisiana, now this restaurant is based out of New Orleans, so it's more Creole than Cajun. If you guys are from Louisiana or you know anything about it, you'll understand the difference. Creole is got more of a tomato-based usual sauce, but he did barbecue shrimp's not really barbecued. It's shrimp in a sauce, usually baked in the oven. I don't really know why they call it barbecue shrimp, but it's shrimp with a sauce, and the one he got was delicious. I got a fried oyster po' boy that was really good. They fly in Lionheimer's bread from New Orleans, so they got the really good po' boy rolls. Me and Lady Grizz both had a oyster po' boy, and my father-in-law wanted to get all crab cakes and some grilled oysters. So we had a really good time, but on the way home, my window started coming down in the back, and when Lady Grizz looked over and saw it, she knows it was she sitting in the back. The window came down a little bit. She thought maybe I'd hit the button. So she hits the button on our door, and she hears this click. She hears the motor run, but it doesn't go up. Well, I know what it is. The actuator has a little tab on it, and the cable has a little crimp on it, and it fits in this little slot. Well, that came out of that slot. I know this because it happened on the other rear door just recently. So when I was in San Diego, in fact, at the Hot Sauce Expo, so I had to tape it up, which was really a nightmare. But anyway, so I had to take care of that, and I was calling around trying to get the part. I couldn't find it anywhere. I was really frustrated. I had a really good dinner, and I was having a really good day, and it kind of ruined my day, which sucks, right? You're having a good day, and something happens, and it just takes the wind out of your sail. And I searched and called around, and come to find out the window regulator is back ordered. They don't have any in stock. I don't know if they didn't make enough or they ran out. I know it's a problem with these, but the car's a 2015 Lincoln, so it's older. You used to think it was kind of a new car, but as we're approaching 2023, it's not that new anymore, right? So that part, needless to say, is back ordered. They had a bunch of the other side rear window actuators, but not the passenger side rear. They didn't have that. So I took it apart this morning and put the little clip back in the little notch that fits in the plastic that goes up and down. There's a cable with a crimp on it, and that fits in a little slot in that part that holds the bottom of the window, if you guys didn't know what that is. But last night I couldn't find the part, so I was really frustrated, and I just had to take a minute, and I said, look, telling myself this now, and this is what I'm preaching to you guys today. I said, look, this is out of my control. There's nothing I can do about it. It's a bummer. I struggle to do work like that anymore. I actually had a friend come over and help me with the other window just because you have to bend over and be on your knees and unscrewing the panel. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I've already taken the panel off before, so I know what's involved, but for me to do it, it's hard. With the nerve damage on my leg, if I'm kneeling down, it just it lights it up. It's like it would be like rubbing capsaicin on it or spilling a bottle of tank in your pocket and not rinsing it off. That leg starts burning. It always burns a little bit and it's numb, but if I kneel down on something, it just aggravates that nerve. The problem I'm having with my leg, some neuropathy. So it's hard for me to do it. So that's why I was frustrated. You know, I didn't want to have to do it again, and I couldn't get the part. And so this morning I said, well, I don't want to just leave my window taped up. You know, somebody could come and pull it down and break into my car. And, you know, I got a really expensive dash cam and other stuff in my car. I don't want, you know, you keep some stuff in your car that you take in and out, like your wallet and stuff, but I got other stuff in my car. I don't want somebody to steal it. So, you know, emergency kit in the back, stuff like that. So, you know, I was just kind of bummed about that. But I got up this morning. I realized it was out of my control, and I just moved on. I kind of pushed it out of my mind. And then this morning I got up and I took it apart, got the piece out, put the little clip in the plastic thing, and put just a little bit of JB weld in to hold that clip, that little crimp in that clip on that plastic piece. On the actuator, so it can go up and down without popping back out. Might not have been the best idea, but I figured the plastic will break before the window is. It's not super durable piece of plastic. I don't know why it's plastic, but it's the piece that holds on at the bottom of the window. So it sits on two things, and it's got tabs on one side and then a tab on the other side, but the window sits in it. But I don't think anything else would break. I don't think it'll break the glass. I think that plastic piece would just, that cable will end up pulling through, but what happened, it just popped out of that tab. So anyway, I fixed that. But I didn't let it ruin my night. It started to. So here's what I'm telling you guys. Look, there's things that are out of control. When you notice something going south in your day, maybe your week, if it's something you can do something about, do that. Might just be perspective, you know. That's the one thing we can control, is how we deal with what is happening. But if it's something that you can't do anything about, you know, the one thing you can do is how you respond to it. You know, I started letting it get me down, and I just had a really good dinner, and I was with my family for literally the first time we've been out as a family since before COVID. Just going out to eat like that. You know, we've been doctors, you know, for leisure, because we all went to the doctor's office. Both dads had surgery on their eyes done. So we divided and conquered. So I was with my dad, my lady was with her dad. But as far as leisure, it was the first time we've been to a restaurant since before COVID. So it was a good thing. It was something to celebrate. Really good meal. Papa Grizz was treating us all, so it was enjoyable. And I could have let it get ruined from my perspective, and it started to. And I noticed that that's not a good thing. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Thank you for tuning in. That's my advice. Control what you can. Just do what you can, you know. Keep your chin up. And if it's within your control, your perspective of how you deal with it is all, you know, how we deal with, how we bounce back. That's the number one thing. That's how best thing we could do. So I love all you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. And as always, stay spicy, pepper people. Peace.